Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, my name's Mark. I'm the owner and founder of the Beach Bluff Outdoors brand. If you're returning or you've been around a while, you know who I am and you know what we do. So I wanted to take a minute to say we're home from Montana. We had an amazing trip. I started this channel 7 years ago. Actually almost 8. I put my first video up. I had a few videos up before that, but I really started my vlog in 2018. And it started out as just my time in the outdoors. I was always getting into something. I ended up in a swamp in the middle of the night or whatever. And that's why I started doing this. Partially so my children would have something to look back on, you know, when I'm gone. And another, so I could kind of memorialize my life in the outdoors. Since then, you know, I've put that cabin out at my farm. We've done trapping, fishing. We've worked on things. We've worked on equipment. We've worked on outdoor gear. But anyway, we do a little bit of anything and everything. And it's just kind of become more like a vlog about my life. Well, we are home from Montana. We had an amazing hunt. And like I'm always telling you guys, I'm not a cameraman. I don't have a cameraman, so I try to film everything myself. I wasn't carrying multiple tripods, and I had my adapter set up for my spot and scope, and it didn't really matter because I forgot my battery. So what we're going to do over the next few episodes, I'm going to bring back a Field Gear Friday, which is going to be part of this. I'm going to show you the footage we got up until the moment I took the shot. That's when I didn't have the camera on and I realized the battery had died anyway. And so I didn't even have my batteries. So we spent the rest of the trip without my camera. But we're going to get into the hunt. I'm going to show you what happened up until then. Then I'm working on another video of things I learned out there. Some tips and tricks for maybe if it's your first time going to do a DIY hunt, especially in northwest Montana. I've got a lot of advice for you guys, a lot of things I wish someone would have told me, and things I thought I knew but I learned on the mountain. And then we're going to do a video of like a post-hunt gear dump. We're going to go over everything from the boots and pants that I wore, the coolers that we had, you know, for the harvested animal, and the equipment we used, the rifle, the GPS, bear defense, the pack, all of our equipment. We're going to go through every single piece of gear, and I'm basically going to review it, and that's what we're going to do for Field Gear Friday. So I really hope you stick around. I want to thank all you guys for helping my channel grow. As always, we have merch over on Spring. Go grab you some Beach Bluff Outdoors merch. And if you do want to make a donation, a small donation, it goes to fund these trips. That Montana hunting trip was just south of 10 grand. They're not cheap. But I've hunted all over the southeast and part of the Midwest, and now extended on up into the plains and the Black Hills, and we've got some more trips planned. We're looking at some mule deer and antelope. But anyway, so we're going to get into the hunt, and I appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you for sticking by the channel and by sticking by me, and I hope we can continue growing and keep doing what we do, and we'll see where we go from here. Thanks guys. Let's get into the video. We promised you an adventure. Here you go. Stick around. Well, the day has come. See all that? You know what that means. We're going on a bear hunt. Headed to Kalispell, Montana. About to say goodbye to the wife and the grandbaby for 12 days and go pick up a very close friend of mine, and we're going to make a run for Bozeman. Rapid City, South Dakota by morning. It is 4 o'clock here in Tennessee. You see the weather looks like crap. My wife's staring at me through the door. So, we're going to get this show on the road. Well, y'all missed 1,100 miles of the trip. It rained 1,000 of it. I swear, we got out of St. Louis, it started raining, and it rained all the way. Rained through Missouri, rained up through Iowa and Nebraska, and it has rained all the way across South Dakota. It rained all the way through the Badlands, and Travis and I chit-chatting last night, and I realized I forgot to pack my clothes. So we hit the Bass Pro in Rapid City this morning, and now we're at, was kind of my second biggest goal. Obviously my biggest goal was to harvest a black bear, but my second biggest goal was, I gotta show y'all something. This is cool. Yep, Mount Rushmore. The coolest thing I've ever seen. It's amazing. And we're on top of a mountain. I don't know if y'all can see out there. We're literally on top of a mountain, which, I mean, I guess makes sense because they wouldn't have carved it on the bottom of a mountain. But anyway, so now we're going to try to figure out how to get to the Crazy Horse Memorial, because that was my second big thing. And then we're going through Sturgis, Deadwood, Spearfish. We're going to try to hit Black Hills, Harley-Davidson. And the hills aren't black. Spoiler alert. But this is beautiful. So, we're going to get back on the road, see if we can find Crazy Horse. So, we made it to Crazy Horse. If you're coming to visit, it's not finished, which I already knew that, but Mount Rushmore was, what, $5 a car? $10. $10 a car, no matter how many people's in the car. Crazy Horse, which the money goes to tribal, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's $15 a person. We're going to get in here to the Welcome Center, the thing, and just see what it's about. But we got to see it. It's not nearly finished, but it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show it to you. And then we're going to head down, try to get our $15 worth. And then we're going to go to Harley-Davidson. But I'll show you Crazy Horse. So that's the mountain, and there he is. It's an additional $5 to get the bus tour to go see I guess him from the front. I don't know. I'm not paying the $5. I'm all about supporting the culture, but I don't have endless funds. And I want a t-shirt from Black Hills Harley Davidson, I'm not going to lie. So, we're going to go see what this Welcome Center is about, get out of the truck for a little bit, and then we'll be back. Well, we've been on the road 25 hours, but we did spend most of the day gallivanting in Rapid City, Keystone. We went to Keystone, Hill City, Custer, and I really should have just paid the money for the preference points and pulled an antelope tag, because we've seen probably 150 antelope in the last,
you'll see more as we drive through.
60 miles,
yeah.
70 miles, I don't know, man, just tons and tons of antelope. We're in Wyoming. I took the 12-minute longer way and stayed on 90 instead of cutting up the highway. But anyway, got some tourists from Colorado in front of us taking pictures, and then I'll show you. There it is. Welcome to Big Sky Country. Probably not going to do any more video. We really haven't decided how we're spending the night or what we're doing. But we plan on rolling into Hungry Horse, maybe Kalispell tomorrow. I don't know if we got to go shopping. But we'll be in Hungry Horse in the morning and decide how we're going to go up the mountain from there. So, to be continued. Well, I might have told y'all a little white lie on the wrapping up day one. So, we decided to stop by the Battle of the Little Bighorn. So, y'all know I'm a big supporter of Native Americans, and honestly, it doesn't bother me what happened to Custer. He brought it on himself. And so, I really wanted to see where it happened. And we can't get in the park. I don't know if y'all can see back there. I can't see anything because of the sun. But yeah, the park's closed. But it was pretty rough terrain. There's a bunch of there he is. There he is. Prairie dogs. I don't see him. Y'all might see him. I'm so blind from this deadgum sun. Anyway, yeah. Prairie dogs everywhere out here. But you can see it was a pretty tough battlefield. I mean, Custer definitely picked a rough place to fight, and the Indians knew it, and they took advantage of it. Good for them. That's why they won. But we're trying to wrap up what we're going to do for day one. I don't know yet. I'm going to go check out the Little Bighorn battlefield. We're only about 50 miles out of Billings. We're showing 514 miles, 8 hours and 10 minutes to where we're going up the mountain. And we ain't gonna be there till tomorrow. So, maybe this will wrap up day one. Well, 30 hours. 30 hours on the road, and it was a rough 30 hours. Intense, man. But we're here. The mountain you're looking at behind us is the one we're going to climb. Show y'all around a little bit. We found this little guy. So yeah, we're here. So we're going to head down to Lost Johnny Campground, get our shit together, and then probably going to head on up the Forest Service Road towards Clayton Creek, Clayton Lake. See what's going on. But we're here, guys. Time to go bear hunting. Let's get it. Scouting places for in the morning, and this place is loaded with mosquitoes. Oh, but we climbed up what, 4,000 feet?
Just over 4,000 feet.
Yeah, just over 4,000. That's the roughest dadgum road I've ever seen. It's good though. I mean, probably be better than walking it.
See how much farther we could go. They probably know.
Looks like this road goes on for a while. Looking at Onyx Hunt, it looks like it just side hills all the way around. But man, it's rough. So we're gonna head back to camp. The plan is we're gonna go back, get our air mattresses put up, make sure everything's bear safe, and then probably just hang out till bedtime and then get up in the morning. The spot we want to hunt, 2 hikers turned around and came back out and said that they ran up on Grizz tracks. And so the other place we were going to go hunt, guy said him and his buddy or brother or something got run out of there by two grizzlies. So talked to like 4 people up here, and they all said this place is packed with damn grizzly bears. So that's fun. Travis and I were gonna make supper, but then we decided if there's Grizz tracks right up the road, we really didn't want the attention, so we ran into town. That'd be our last good meal for a while. I think we're gonna try to get up to the lake and we get up above the lake, then we'll go up Tongue Mountain or head over towards Wildcat either way, we went down and did some glassing in a couple places. Didn't see anything, but man, this whole country looks very bear-y. Apparently, there's plenty of grizzly bears up here. But now we're gonna do 5 miles an hour all the way back to the bottom of this damn thing. Try not to tear nothing up. Y'all can't tell how steep that is. This road is just wide enough for the truck. And it's about a 1,000-foot drop, 800-foot drop. So we really don't want to screw this up. Welcome to day 2. We were woefully ill-prepared for this. It's rough. It's some rugged daggum country. Everything's uphill in any direction. And when you get there, it's uphill back to the truck. I don't know. It's like a mythological wonder. But got some good views. See if I can show you around a little bit. We've been glassing all up through this drainage and all up in there, which it goes around that way, I don't know, miles. You got that hillside all up there. We're trying to stay, down there under the snow line, which where I'm sitting right now is just a crappy view, but so nothing exciting for day 2. Just working this old Forest Service road. Keep hunting. Well, in classic me fashion, we're home. And so I'm going to tell you how the trip went and why there's no footage after that. So on the way out there, I discovered that I forgot to pack my civilian clothes. I didn't bring any civilian clothes. I had what I had on. And I knew I had to be prepared for the ride home and for a couple of days in base camp when we were relocating, because we were going to work different drainages over the week. So we stopped at the Bass Pro in Rapid City, South Dakota. I got some pants and a couple shirts. And I'm like, that'll get by. So we got up and we started finalizing our kit, finalizing our loadout. You know, your mission op loadout. And I realized I didn't bring my batteries. Actually, this one's dead. This was the one that was in it in Montana. Then the one that's in it now, and my extra one. Yeah, this bag with 2 batteries was here in Tennessee. So I had no battery power up there. So how did it go? It went great. It was a good hunt. It was an experience. This video is going to allow me to make probably 3 or 4 videos total, because I want to do a video on things that I learned and some things about hunting the Flathead area, because there are some very key things to that Flathead area that I wish I would have known, and some things I thought I knew that didn't work out the way I thought they would, and I'm going to do a video on that. But the first thing I can tell you is mountain fitness. That land is tough, man. It's tough. It's very, very tough. Doable. It is doable, but it is tough. We saw several bears. There's a lot of grizzly bear in that area. Concentrated on that east side. Along the reservoir, there's a lot of grizzly bear activity. Matter of fact, the very first day we were there, we met some hikers. We were getting ready to set up base camp, and some hikers were coming. We saw them go up the mountain, and they were coming down, and they said they turned around when they found grizzly tracks, grizzly sign, just about a mile from our camp. The very first day, we were glassing a drainage about 2 miles across the valley, maybe a mile and a half, and saw a grizzly and a cub. Went to go around Handkerchief Lake and was going to come up the valley along the edge of the Jewel Basin towards Pioneer Ridge, and run into some locals that said that just a week prior they had turned around in that area because they ran into a grizzly bear. So there's a lot of grizzly in that activity. We saw a couple at long distances. We saw a lot of sign. The very first place we set up to glass was right on a trail. I don't know if it was grizzly or black bear, but it was big. And you could tell clearly where they had stepped on the hillside and the bank had started to blow out, and then you could see the tracks and you could see their claw marks going across, and they went down a steep embankment towards Clayton Creek. So a lot of good bear activity there. We did not make a harvest there. Doesn't mean we'll never go back. I'm not going to break down every opportunity we had because it doesn't do any good. The bottom line is we did not take a bear in Montana. We actually came home a couple days early due to some things here at home we had to get taken care of. But nonetheless, we had an amazing trip. Went to visit the Minuteman launch control facility where they used to control the nuclear weapons there in the Great Plains. We saw Mount Rushmore. We actually visited Mount Rushmore. We went to the Crazy Horse Memorial, actually visited it. Went to the Battle of Little Bighorn where Custer made his last stand. Got to visit some Lakota Sioux cultural stuff that I really enjoy. Embrace my roots. I'm not from Lakota Sioux, but it's complicated. But I really love the native culture, and I'm trying to think what else. Other than that, it was just rugged and steep and hardcore. It's rough, but we're going to I'm going to do a video on what we learned there and what I would do different to go back if I go back to that spot to hunt. what I would do different and how I would go about it different. We're probably going to do that in OBS. That way I can actually show my computer screen. And I'm also working on a video of breaking down all of my gear that I carried. I'm talking about from the clothes I wore to what I had in my hands to my weapon, to my maps, navigation, everything, and what I thought about it and how well it worked. My weapon systems did really well. My gear did really well. There was a couple little pieces of gear that I was not pleased with, but I'm going to have a lot of stuff up for sale after this because honestly I'm just starting to acquire too much stuff. So that may be something coming in the future. If you guys are interested in some used gear, it'll be cheaper, and a lot of it's only been used once or twice. But anyway, Montana was good to me. It was good for me. I enjoyed it. It was expensive, well worth it. I would do it again. A 10 out of 10 recommend it. But it's hard hunting, guys. It's hard. It's especially if you're from the Southwest U.S. and even if you think you're in good shape, you have no clue. That mountain is brutal and it is unforgiving. We were there at the end of May, and there's still snow-capped peaks, and I'm talking about at 8,000 feet. So anyway, we're gonna get back to it. We're still getting everything unpacked and unloaded and sorting through video footage and trying to untangle 2 weeks of wide open on the go. But I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed what I was able to pull together before I ran out of footage or battery. And like I said, we got 2 or 3 videos we're going to pull out of this. So stay tuned. I appreciate you sticking with me this far. Remember, W Energy, use the code Beach Bluff Outdoors and get 10% off your next order. And I can send you a referral link if you want to use Huel and get, I think, 25% off. But W Energy, 10% off, use Beach Bluff Outdoors. I love this stuff. I swear by it. Use it religiously. And we're going to get back to work. We'll see you in the next video.